Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Friday, April 1st. Of course, it's April Fool's Day, and you just have to look on Twitter, and you'll figure that out quickly. I mean, it's insane, the shit that's going on regarding April Fool's Day. I'm sick and tired of it, quite honestly, but that's another
fucking
story.
Fools.
Literally sick and tired for other.
Fools.
I'm literally sick and tired for other reasons. Tired from the trip, sick, following the trip, cough, sore throat, as you can tell, as you've been able to tell for the last few days. I've been under the weather, but I can't say enough, though, about the Pubapalooza. It was a great time down there in San Antonio. Great people, lots of fun, partying, drinking our asses off, smoking our asses off in a lot of cases as well. Just a big party and a lot of fun, great people, trying to win some bets, make some money as well. Just an all-around great time. So, again, thanks to Pub Sports Radio for putting that on with the Pubapalooza down there in San Antonio.
Yeah, man.
As always, Dutch Boy Fresh, TROT Wham with me, Skee Profit momentarily as well. Ready to break down the Friday NBA card. So let's get to it. We'll start with Dallas and Washington. We've got the Mavericks, 7.5, 8-point road favorites, 217.5 the total in this game. Now, when you look at it, there's actually some money coming in here on the Washington side. Of course, Kuzma's still out. Dallas looks like they're probably going to be without still the same people that have been out for a while, though. We're talking Tim Hardaway and Trey Burke. Other than that, though, it looks like everybody's playing. Brunson, Luka, I'm not really seeing any sign that someone's going to be rested. Of course, maybe there's some last-minute shenanigans that could go on. You always have to keep that in mind, but Dallas coming off a 120-112 road win against Cleveland. They've won 3 in a row, 5 of their last 6. Washington, they've actually started to play, I guess, a little bit better, but you beat Detroit, you beat Golden State, who've been struggling, and then, of course, you beat Orlando 127-110 in your last game, which, again, Orlando obviously having a rough season. Probably going to be in tough here against Dallas. I actually lean to Dallas here. I don't understand the love for Washington. Maybe I would get involved with a first half full game split. Although, having said that, the one thing I might consider here for Washington is Porzingis props in this game. Obviously, facing his former team, that angle is very real. The guy that's facing his former team wants to put in a good showing. You could see that from Kristaps Porzingis tonight. Before I carry on any further, LJ from H-Town, who I met. It is the Dono train. Thanks to LJ from H-Town. We met him in person in San Antonio. Great guy, great follower here of us on the channel, Pub Sports Radio and the NBA Pub Hub. Thank you so much, man, for the love and the $20 Dono. We appreciate it very much. Like I said, I'm not going to be flocking toward all this money on Washington like the betting markets. Dallas is the much better team. I lean to them here in a first half full game split. But having said that, I think the Porzingis props are probably not a bad look because he's going to want to show up tonight against his former team here. Dutch, we'll start with you on this one. What do you think, Dallas, Washington?
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Be sure to hit that motherfucking plane like I'm hitting this grandpa's gun chest, and they get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. That's that animal mints crossed with the wedding cake. Hey, the little
hold on. Repeat that one.
Yeah,
Chest, dog.
Yeah, hey, I got the jar, bro. Hey, that's what it's called, man. But it's animal mints crossed with wedding cake. Peep my Twitter, you'll see the jar. But hey, these motherfuckers, they come out, I try it, and I'll let you know about it. But yeah, be sure to smash the motherfucking like button. Everybody in the chat, Jay Wills, Polly Walnuts, my guy, Mr. H-Town with the big dono. You already know it's all love. Nets, bets, everybody. Abel, Polly, I see you, my guy. But yeah, man, share the video if you can. Muchly appreciated. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, I don't really, like, I had to bring this motherfucker with me because this is the only way I was gonna be able to do this whole card today. This card is like the day shit at the motherfucking strip club. Ain't got shit, bro. It's uglier than a motherfucker. I'm gonna try to find y'all something, but I might have to force it. I ain't gonna lie, because this is an ugly ass bitch. But yeah, backwood number motherfucking 1, and there's gonna be a lot more to come. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what? Half of the games have an 8-point favorite or high or greater. So that tells you there's a lot of blowouts, a lot of good teams versus bad teams, type of card here today on this Friday. Wham, what do you think here, Mavs and Wizards?
I'm right there with you, bro. And this game is kind of tricky. I believe like it's 8. You thinking that it should be a little bit more? No Kuzma still. They don't got Kuzma. They do have a great scoring production from KCP. KCP's been going over his 14.5 prop. I believe that was my apologies. I just had that up here. My apologies. It's 16, last 16, 11 times out of the last 16 games. So the problem is he's going against the top defense. You know they're going to play that striking the defense. And like you mentioned, it's going to be a little revenge factor. They're going to try to do it for KP just as much as Luka's going to try to do it to them. So in the last 15 games, he's been having over 30 points, 30 or more points, 10 out of those last 15 games. So expect him to go over his 29.5 points based off of, letting him know that you don't deserve here. I am better than you guys over there. So I do expect it to be that type of motivation here. Tricky game. I'm going to stay away, though. I like this card, to be honest. And I may be shocking the world here. I think my guy Skee kind of hitting it around. So it's going to be an exciting show for sure today. I'm going to just stay away from this one, though. We don't got to do too much. But KCP, if I had a free bet, I would be going there first, KCP.
Grandpa's gun chest, which pretty much tells you it's pretty potent.
That's all I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Don't ever question me, motherfucker. But nah. I run it back for y'all one time.
There we go. Just Dutch doing a solid there. Just trying to
never faking the funk.
Yeah, exactly. No, when he says he's got something, he's got it. What do you think here on Skee with Dallas
Washington? I'm not betting this game. I didn't see no props out for Dinwiddie, and that's the only person I want to bet on. They hated him in Washington. They was talking a lot of shit. So I think he's gonna try to show out tonight.
All right, Dr. Jekyll, $5 dono. Thank you very much for that as well. Toronto, Orlando. Toronto 11-point road favorites, 216.5 the total in this game. Do I want to lay this many with Toronto? Probably not. It's going to be a backwood for me personally, but I would step in front of Toronto. Like I wouldn't take Orlando tonight against this Toronto team. Toronto's rolling. They've won 4 in a row. They beat down Minnesota a couple nights ago, 125-102. I don't want to step in front of Toronto, especially with this Orlando team. I took Orlando against Washington just because Washington was a rare favorite, and they got drilled 127-110 to the Wizards. Orlando's lost 4 in a row. They've only covered once during that span. They're much inferior to this Raptors team right now. And keep in mind, the Raptors have everybody back now. All right, they've got Freddie VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Anunoby, Barnes, Trent. They've got their starting 5 intact. And boy, are we seeing now that they're pretty good with them. They've got everybody available to them. So this is I lay the points or nothing in this game. What do you think, Skee? Toronto, Orlando?
Yeah, a few of these games, I didn't even want to waste my time capping. Right? Honestly, this is one of them. So this is a backwood.
There you go. It is. I just don't want to lay this many with Toronto, personally. All right, Dutch, same thing.
Same motherfucking thing.
There you go. Wham.
Yeah, for me, it is kind of Toronto or nothing in this spot. I mean, they own this team. Last 11 meetings, they won 10 straight up. They did win. Orlando did win and cover recently, so it may be a slight revenge factor there. So I could see them kind of steamrolling them here for Toronto. I didn't bet this game, but just to give y'all a little something there, I would lean to Toronto as well.
All right, next
Big
up.
shout out to our guy Tease. Hope he's feeling better too. My guy, see him in the chat.
There he is.
Doing well, my dude.
Good that we see him in the chat. You're right, because I know he was not feeling well, and that's putting it mildly. Earlier this week, Tease. Hope you're doing well. It was great to hang out with you. Tease, a great guy as well. Everybody was down there. It was unbelievable. Everybody, how good everybody was as a human being, and that's what I think was the biggest takeaway for me. And even the people of Texas, just in general, even the ones we chatted with that were strangers during the basketball.
It is all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about the motherfucking Pro Sports Radio crew. I don't know about the rest.
Talk about it.
No,
shout out to Plug.
Hey, Dutch was about to get into some incident in the airport.
Hey,
he started talking about San Antonio. Everybody started looking.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, motherfuckers don't got no respect. This is not San Antonio. I just noticed a little bit out there, But it is what it is.
All right, we got Indiana, Boston. Boston 15-point home favorites. 226.5 the total in this game. It's a pretty steep number, no question. But you have the Boston Celtics here in this game, coming off not only one loss, but back-to-back losses to the Raptors and the Heat, and looking to really get back in the win column here tonight. Now, obviously, Robert Williams' injury the rest of the season is going to definitely impact this team negatively, no question. But this is one team that they can probably win going away without Robert Williams against, and that's Indiana. Indiana, to me, certainly don't trust them a whole lot. They have lost 5 in a row to Denver, Atlanta, Toronto, Memphis, Sacramento. 3 of those losses were by blowout margins of 20 points or more, or double digits rather. So, to me, it's a steep number. It's a big one, but you look at the schedule here for Boston. They're probably going to come with focus. They don't play again till Sunday. They play lowly Washington. So I think Boston has their minds set tonight on this game against the Pacers. I'm going to go ahead with Boston here. First half and full game, -8.5 and -14.5. And I don't do this very often. And it feels like it's a lot of points, but I really think this is Boston just whipping some tail tonight in this game against the Pacers. So Celtics first half, full game split. Boston team total over as well, because I don't think the Pacers are really going to stop them a whole lot. And I don't know how much Indiana is going to score on what should be a Boston team that even defensively against Miami, say what you will, no Robert Williams, but I thought for a lot of that game, they didn't play that bad. And now you play Indiana. I think they hunker down defensively. Indiana doesn't play defense. So, yeah, you could go a bunch of ways with Boston. First half, full game. I like those. And I might put a little on the team total as well, which is over 120.5 for that Boston Celtics team total. Skee, what do you think of your Pacers Celtics?
In this game, I don't really trust Indiana to play defense versus anybody. Last 2 weeks, they're allowing 121 points per game. And Boston, when they have all their starters, their defense is amazing. When you miss one of them, it starts to regress. So they're going to be without Robert Williams. They're more of an over team without him. The first half, I initially bet that. It was 115.5. Looking at both of these teams, they're combined 15-5 to the first half over last 10 games, averaging about 117 points. So I like that. And I like the full game over too. I didn't get in as early as I wanted to. I got in at 225, but just seeing an up-tempo game from the Pacers, no defense, and a lot less defense from Boston. I don't think they're really going to come into this game wanting to play a lot of defense versus Indiana. They know they can win this one, so I like overs, first half and full game.
All right, first half and full game over, and certainly it's moved that way, 221.5 up to 226.5 with the total in this game. Wham, how about you here, Celtics Pacers?
Yeah, this game is obviously a revenge spot. They won and covered the last meeting in Indiana here, so you would expect them to kind of come out here. They got a lot of guys questionable, Bataze, Brogdon, Isaiah Jackson, O'Shea, Brissett. A lot of those guys are defenders, though, you know what I mean, for the Indiana Pacers. So them guys coming in the lineup, I was thinking more so maybe they could come in and squeak in another cover. I didn't bet this game, though, to be honest with you, so I don't really want to give too much of a strong pin. I think my guy Skee is right on point with the over here. Maybe this is towards the end of the game. They're just trying to get their stats and get up out of here. Marcus Smart is always going to be a look. He's averaging 7 assists, so over 6.5 assists is going to always be a look for me, so no shocking there. But as far as anything officially, as far as what I would give out, I wouldn't say I would probably back with this game, but I would expect Boston to come out here, be focused, maybe not cover, though. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm going to say.
All right, Dutch, how about you, Indy and Boston?
Yeah, man, big shout out to our guy X Nizzle, in the team total over first half. Also, our guy T, in that first quarter, Boston. Nets bets in the chat on Boston 14.5. I could only look that way. I think there's all strong points. I mean, you touched on it, I think, very importantly, Wham, the revenge factor. But I mean, the Pacers put it on them, actually. I mean, they went fucking 3-point contest on them. I believe that was the game Mr. O'Shea went crazy. Malkin had a good game in there as well. But yeah, man, there's levels to it, and Boston should just be putting it on them. But I do believe the team total is probably the value. I've mentioned it the last couple of times on the show. Whoever the Pacers play, they ain't stopping nobody. And Boston's probably going to want to be in a feel-good spot after getting, beat at home to Miami. So I'd look for them to come out, What's it? The last 4 games, these motherfuckers been giving up 125 points plus in each one of the last 4. So 120 is high, but it's probably there. My man mentioned the Ian 120.5. I think that's very doable. I'm not mad at the over first half, full game, whatever, but I just think focus more on the Celtics all around in this game because I think it's fade the Pacers in any aspect.
All right, Sacramento, Houston. We've got Sacramento 3-point road favorites, 234 the total. What the hell did we do to deserve these two teams playing each other for the second game in a row? But here we are, Sacramento, Houston. It's funny because I ranted about who the hell was betting the under before the last game between these two teams. And of course, it flew over the total. And now you notice they're not doing that shit again here. No, this time they're betting it up, which is what they probably should have done the last game when these two teams bet up, because that game was 121-118, flew over the total. I think this one does too. I mean, just like I talked about with the Wednesday night game, who the hell plays defense in these two teams? Nobody. The Kings nor the Rockets. So what changes from Wednesday night to Friday night? All of a sudden, this team is going to suddenly resemble a defensive juggernaut? I don't think so. When you look at it, the Kings have still had no problem really finding offense, even without Fox and Sabonis, who are still out for them. Rockets can score, but they don't stop anybody. Neither does Sacramento. So for me, it would be stick to what worked on Wednesday night, cash with the over there. I would look the same direction here at 234. Wham, what do you think, Sacramento, Houston?
Yeah, man, I'm pissing mad at myself, bro, for not jumping back on Jalen Green prop. Obviously, he had back-to-back 30-point games in that game. Last game, it was at 20.5. Right now, it's crept all the way up to 22.5, so it's going to continue to climb here. I'm going to tease it up, though. So I think he's going to get to 25 here. I think he possibly could get back-to-back 30-point games. It's obviously trying to make a stretch to get on the rookie team. It's a lot of good rookies. He's trying to make sure he gets his slot here. So I think he knows that Rookie of the Year is probably off there, but at least getting some type of credibility down the stretch. So I do like Jalen Green today to have 24.5 points. Obviously, he's been hitting this number over the last 3 games. I think he's going to be able to do that today. And again, this team doesn't play any defense, like my guys just said. They're ranked bottom for the season in that position against opposing guards in the Sacramento Kings. So I do expect them to give it up tonight. As far as the side here, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kings, if the Kings get his shit up. It's obviously towards the tank side of things here. I do like Davion Mitchell. I didn't see Jay Peasy say that. Davion Mitchell, he's been looking real good offensively lately for Sacramento. That is somebody I have been keeping an eye on, but I'm going to stay away from everything else. I'm just stick to what I know, and what I do know is Jalen Green is going to try to eat again tonight. So over 24.5 points plus 136 is the bet that I made in here.
All right, good stuff there. All right, Skee, what do you think here, Kings and Rockets?
Yeah, I was going to be on that Jalen Green. I bet it a couple of days ago. It was 17.5, and just seeing it a couple of days later at 22.5, I just didn't want to bet it. But he is averaging 27.5 last 4 games. I chose the over like you, Ian. Just not really trusting either one of these teams to play defense. The potential for points scored in the last game, if every bucket went in, was 500 or something. They're going to play up tempo. It's a lot of points to be expected in this game. I think it's going in the right direction. I like the over.
That game, by the way, had a very low scoring fourth quarter the other night, Sacramento, Houston, and it was on
30-something, and it still went over
with room to spare. Right. It was trending toward 270s before that fourth quarter, where it really slowed down and dropped off. So to me, there's wiggle room here at 234. It could still go over. What do you think here, Dutch, with Sacramento, Houston?
Yeah, man. Shout out to AOD. Young Shard, I see you, my dude. Neil. Yeah, shout out to Jay Peasy up early in the morning on the high rise out there doing a hard job. I see you out there, my dude. Be safe, man. But yeah, I could. I don't even know who's suiting up for these guys. Jalen Green, the only motherfucker I know playing in both of these games, both of these teams. So yeah, this is clear backwood for me, man. Fuck this.
There you go. Backwood for Dutch here.
Hey,
all right,
and you said, how do they do this game? How do they do this game for us, Ian, back to back? How do they give us this card on a motherfucking Friday, bro? I agree with what you said, but really, they give us this fucking card on a Friday. Little did I know, yesterday's card was actually the card that we were just supposed to attack every game.
Right.
Like I had 3 bets yesterday too, and I'm struggling to find a fucking bet today. Shit.
That's this motherfucking respectful giving us this on a Friday.
I mean,
that's what it is. No doubt.
It really is, my man. Well said.
Tricky. Clippers and Bucks. Here's another tricky one because Milwaukee looks like they're taking a powder tonight from the looks of things. Milwaukee 3.5-point favorites, 217 the total. I think you could still bet the Clippers, even at plus 3.5 here, because when you look at Milwaukee, I mean, Giannis is out, Drew Holiday's out, Brook Lopez is out, Chris Middleton's out. I mean, that's clearly a sign that just, to be damned with this game, move on to the next one. For the Clippers, though, every game's important to them. They beat Utah, came back and won. I know they've been struggling, but they have Paul George back. This will now be his third game back. They played Chicago last night, and I know it's a back-to-back. That's tricky as well. Keep that in mind after playing Chicago last night in overtime, 135-130. So, the tired legs hit them tonight potentially, but I'd still play the Clippers plus the points before I lay it with Milwaukee, because to me, this is a clear sign Milwaukee just doesn't give a shit right now about this game tonight. I mean, everybody that matters to them isn't playing tonight. Drew Holiday, Giannis, and of course, Chris Middleton. All three of those guys out for them tonight. So obviously the lines come down as a result. This is definitely the much better game, meaningful game here for the Clippers. But Clippers also, you look at it, but with not going to play. Yeah, it's dicey. Paul George back out again, Batum out. Pick your poison. But I'd still end up taking the Clippers before taking Milwaukee, because I know everybody that matters to Milwaukee, everybody that is significant and makes that impact on that team, also out. So again, it's kind of a pick your poison game, but in a game like that, I take the points. I'd lean Clippers, but can't say I'm crazy about either side though. Wham, what do you think here? Clippers Bucks.
Yeah, I love this game, bro. I love this game, man. I know Paul George. I know Reggie Jackson is out. You know where I'm going, man. I'm going Amir Coffee, Terrence Mann double-double, plus 300, bro. Last time he didn't play without Reggie Jackson, he had those 10 rebounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Now we're going to sprinkle that one. That ain't official, but Amir Coffee, we got to go here, man. 40 minutes last game with the same exact lineup. Luke Kennard and all those guys were struggling. Yep. They gave my boy 20 attempts. Amir Coffee, I'm thinking he's going to get it done today. So as far as his points, I know it's at 12.5. You could keep that there, but I'm laddering up to 18.5 points at plus 133. I'm actually, I believe it's at 15.5 as far as the points where it's set at, but 18.5 points is where I'm going to take at plus 33, plus 133. I just like Amir Coffee in this spot. I think he's going to get the attempts. Like you said, Ian, this is a game that they're kind of tossing up in the air, but it is going to be more important for the other side, for the Clippers. I wouldn't be mad at you if you took the double-double for Zubac as well. And, man, I'm not faded, bro. Come on, man. I'm seeing shit clear in this one for sure, bro. Amir Coffee, this is damn sure. This is so close to being the best bet for me, man, but I think I'm going to shock the world with the best bet today. So I'm going to leave that one for later. And Amir Coffee, we're going to be sipping espresso tonight, man.
That's what you get from the relentless chat at the NBA Pub Hub show. All Wham says is, I love this Clippers-Bucks game, and he's faded, though, now because of that. Yeah. That's what even though he won a couple of props, now he's faded. All right. That's the way it goes. True. Yeah. It's like an interrogation hall sometimes from some of these people in the chat with us. Yeah. Hey, they're relentless on us. Like I said, Dutch, what do you think here? Clippers-Bucks.
Yeah, man. Hey, this was the game like last night I was breaking down. I couldn't wait to attack. And I actually bet this game last night at plus 8.5. I shout out to my boy Nets Bets. I told him, man, I was like, I don't believe none of these. I knew Drew, he tweaked his ankle at the end of the game last night. So I knew his ass wasn't going to go. Giannis played a big-ass game. I'm like, why are they going to suit up? I knew PG wouldn't play, but I figured Reggie Jackson and the rest of the cast would go because, like you touched on already, it would be a, somewhat of a more important game to the Clippers. But, a lot of these cats is out. But, yeah, man, I got an 8.5, so I'm going to ride it out. It's a beautiful thing, but I can't endorse nothing at 3.5. But I would think that the Clippers – I was expecting to bet on the dogs, which are the Clippers, because the Bucks don't give a fuck about this game. Let's just be honest, So, and I know that the Clippers, they got that mentality where they just really show up every game. You can't really count them out. Whoever's in the lineup, whoever's out. I would, like I mentioned, once again, I would like to see Reggie out there. I thought he would be out there, but yeah, man, I got the Clippers at 8.5 in my pocket last night, so I'm gonna fuck with it. That's the only bet I placed actually today. So, yeah, I can't really say about the 3.5. I got it back with the 3.5.
That's a damn good number.
Skee, what do you think here? Clippers Bucks.
Man, y'all talked a lot about this game. This game trash, bro. Both of these teams don't even care about this game. You see what they putting out there. They don't care. Why should I care? Backwood.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. They don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yep, there you go. Good way to put it. All right, next up we got Detroit, Oklahoma City. Detroit 4.5 point road favorites, 221 the total in this game. I'm gonna actually lay the points with Detroit. I know they've had a couple of these instances where they have not gotten the job done when they've been favorites, and that does concern me. But man, they should tonight against this OKC lineup. I mean, we have Theo Maladon, Vit Krejci, Aaron Wiggins, Alexei Pokusevsky, and Isaiah Roby as your starting five for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is a disgrace to NBA basketball right there. That is a starting five. But that is where we're at with the Thunder. Mann is out. Williams is out. We already talked about who's out for the year. They've shut down SGA. They've shut down Lou Dort, Baisley, everyone else. I mean, this Thunder team's just tanking right now. That's all they're doing. And OKC right now is just not a team I can back. I know Detroit, again, if a couple of these instances as favorites, we've tried to trust them and they haven't gotten the job done. And it is a back-to-back for them after being in Philly last night and a big win against the Sixers, 102-94. But, man, their lineup is just leaps and bounds, so much better than OKC. And OKC is just so depleted. And, of course, we saw OKC last time. They ended up losing 136-118. I also like the over in this game. I'm going to continue to bet the overs with OKC because they're just not playing any defense right now. And it's been that way really ever since they lost Lou Dort earlier this year. So I'm going to trust Detroit one more time, laying points. I know it's not easy to do it, but, man, this lineup is just beyond better than OKC's that I think they can still get it done, win by 5 points or more. So Detroit minus 4.5, and I'm also going to go over 220.5 in this game. Skee, what do you think here? Pistons, Thunder.
I'm with you on the over. OKC defense has been terrible for a while now. Their games are averaging 231 points per game. Both teams, number one, number two in pace the last 5 games, so it should be up tempo. I see no reason to get away from an over here. Yeah, so I'm on over 221. And if I'm looking at a player prop, Cade averaged like a little bit over 7 assists in March. I probably would. I'm not mad if you want to do PRA, whatever you want to do, but his assist number is 6.5. I think that's definitely doable tonight. So over and lean Cade assist over.
All right, good stuff there. All right, Dutch, how about you? Detroit, OKC.
Yeah, shout out to our guy Kenny Rogers. Linked up with him out there in San Antonio.
Yes.
Our guy.
Good to see you, Kenny.
Man.
That was good to meet you finally. Yeah.
Yeah, salute my guy. Crystal Warren, I see you, girl. Danny Betts, also another motherfucker we met out there in San Antonio. Salute my guy. T's like in Bay, 25 plus points plus 220, I believe he put out there. I don't have anything for this game. You know, I would only bet Detroit. You know, I'm no Thunder buddy. So, you know, it's Detroit or none. And I know a lot of people talking about, you know, bet them as a favorite, but man, these motherfuckers, look at the ATS. What is it, 16-2? It's crazy. Like it's unbelievable the way they go. So I would only bet Detroit here. And Danny does make a good point. We only got 60 motherfucking likes. I know I haven't gave out no pics yet, and I apologize for that. Not really, but you motherfuckers. Hey, hit the motherfucking like button. Run that bitch up, though, because we'll be back Monday ready to hit him over the head. And, you know, I'll hit you with some weekend picks as well, because we got to start locking in. We about to be coming to you 7 days a week. But, yeah, run up that motherfucking like button, you lazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, this will become a 7 days a week show every single day during the playoffs with the NBA pop-up. So we're looking forward to that for sure. And of course, we want to have you covered for every playoff game. Obviously, that's the time of the season when everything matters most. So the NBA pop-up will be on 7 days a week once the playoffs begin. So we're definitely looking forward to that. We'll have our Saturday and Sunday shows as well as the Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So definitely looking forward to that. Wham, what do you think here? Pistons, Thunder.
I'm right there with you. I took the 5 with the Detroit Pistons here. I just think that they're going to be continuing to play well and try to build a culture here. They already got the guys that they're trying to build with, Sadiq Bey, Kay Cunningham. No need to be tanking here. OKC on the other side, they're on the other side of that shit, man. They got guys that probably not going to be in the league next year that's trying to fight for their lives. So I could see them trying to make it close. But as far as the offensive output that you're getting from this team, The Detroit Pistons, it's a lot better than OKC. As of late, it hasn't been. But as of recently, like the last 2 games, it's been really well, especially from Cade. So I'd expect Cade to continue to do the offensive production, like my guy said, with the assist. But I'm going to key in on the points. He had 27 points against a top tier, I would say a top tier defense, but a good enough defenders here. And Philadelphia 76ers, the Brooklyn Nets, not really that much of a good defense, but he had 34 against them. So I'm thinking he gets at least 25 against OKC. So give me 24 and a half. Points for Cade Cunningham at plus 100. I think that's a spot there, man. Just thinking of what he's going to be in front of him, what type of game that I'm expecting him. I'm expecting these guys to score and be able to put up points here. So I think Cade gets his 24 and a half. And I believe they cover here and possibly win by multiple like double digits by more than 10 to 15 points. So I think that's the production that you should be expecting from this Detroit Pistons team. And that's what I'm hoping here for. Like you did say, though, Ian, it is laying points on the road. It is definitely tricky here. But I'm not afraid of that at all, especially against a team that I know is tanking and a team that I know is trying to build something for the future. So I think Detroit Pistons is going to be live -5. Pretty good money there. But I'm thinking to split that up with Cade. I take instead of it being a 2-unit play, I took 1 unit on each. Cade over 24.5 points and the Pistons -5.
And those are the only 2 games they haven't covered recently, Detroit. Those 2 as favorites against Portland and Washington, and they lost those games outright. So it is a little scary because Portland and Washington aren't any good. So they could lose this, but I think the roster for the Thunder is just, it's not even G League worthy right now with what they're putting out on the court at the moment. All right, next up we've got Phoenix, Memphis. Phoenix 7-point road favorites, 228.5 the total. This is a backwood for me because look, Memphis is resting everybody tonight. This is like Milwaukee and the Clippers for them. There's going to be no Desmond Bane, no Steven Adams, no Jaren Jackson, no Tyus Jones. Already Morant's out still once again. Clearly, they're not putting a whole lot of stock into this game, but I'm not ready to lay 7 with Phoenix. Phoenix has locked everything up. Number 1 seed in the West, home court advantage throughout the playoffs. They just got through an emotional game against Golden State. They came through and won that game in a close one. I'm just not ready. I just don't trust Phoenix to have the mentality for 48 minutes to go out there and beat up Memphis pillar to post. Not when they've got everything locked up right now. So it's a clear stay away. Want no part of it. Skee, what do you think here? Phoenix, Memphis.
Yeah, a lot of people out, but kind of plays we've been riding for this Memphis team. First quarter team total over 27. They're number 1 first quarter team. They averaged a little bit over 30 points per game, even without Ja. And I know they got more people out than him tonight, but without him, they averaged 31.3 points per game in the first quarter. Phoenix last 3, they've allowed 34 points per game in the first. And just looking at both teams combined, they're also 14-6 to that regular first quarter over. So I took them both. Memphis first quarter team total over 27 and the first quarter over 56. And I don't think I mentioned, but they're both top 10 in pace last 5 games. So I like it.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I always say. Dutch, how about you here? Suns, Grizzlies.
Yeah, man. I thought Skee was going to give us another one of those. They don't give a fuck about this game. I don't give a fuck about this game. But I'll do it for him. Yeah, man. Back with this motherfucker.
All right. How about you, Wham? Do you give a fuck about this game?
Yeah, I haven't bet this game, but I do like a lean with the Chris Paul since he's been returned last 3 games, averaging 17 points. Points been set at 14.5 every game. He's been going over that last 3 games. So that's the way I am looking here, but I'm going to stay away from this game too. Just stay away.
All right, Portland, San Antonio. We've got the Spurs, 15-point home favorites, 231 the total in this game. I mean, I was in the house for that game against the Grizzlies the other night, and man, what a heartbreaker for San Antonio. Came all the way back, got it to within 5 seconds left. They miss a shot at the buzzer, and they end up losing to the Grizzlies. Just absolutely a tough one, tough loss for the Spurs there in that game. But the good news is they get to probably feast on a bad Portland team here that's just absolutely dreadful right now. They've lost 5 in a row, 9 of their last 10. This is another team that basically has a G League roster pretty much right now with Brandon Williams, Keon Johnson, CJ Ellaby, Greg Brown, Drew Eubanks. Not exactly something that you say is a bet on starting five by any stretch of the imagination. This would be Spurs or nothing. I'm on the fence, but I do think if there's one team that maybe San Antonio is capable of just absolutely destroying, it could be Portland right now, who definitely has had some ugly games. And San Antonio just beat Portland pretty decisively not too recently. March 23rd, they played 133-96 was the score in favor of San Antonio. So this would be a game where, if anything, I'd go first half full game split here with the Spurs in this one. Skee, what do you think here? Portland, San Antonio.
Yeah, I don't even like this guy, honestly, bro. But I'm gonna rock with it because it matches up. Murray over 24.5 points. Murray over 42.5 points, rebounds, assists. Well, no, I hate that shit, bro.
I don't like this guy. I'm like, who he talking about? He said Murray. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, if I was there in San Antonio with y'all, I would have been booing the shit out of him the whole game. But Portland defense is just terrible. They're allowing the most points per game in the last 10, 124.5. And last 10 games, they're allowing the second most points per game to the point guard position and the most assists per game to the point guard position. So he's been, like I said, post All-Star, he averages 43.3 PRA. All you got to do is get what he averages in this one. So as long as it's not a crazy blowout, I'm pretty sure Murray catches both of these props.
Right, DeJounte Murray, definitely. And look, pretty great to see how good of a player he's turned into in person the other night. Seeing him play the way he did against Memphis as well. Dutch, what do you think here with Portland, San Antonio?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Bang Bang, Mark Nick. I see you, my dude. Top shelf plays, rants. Ski, I gotta ask you though, man. What the fuck's your problem with Murray, man? I missed this one.
This shit is lame, bro. Like it ain't putting no money in his pocket. Both of them, he lame too. It ain't putting no money in neither one of their pockets, bro. They make mistakes, they miss baskets, and they want to come on Twitter and laugh at other people losing money off their mistakes. That's lame as fuck.
Oh, he did that too. He did that too.
Yep.
Yeah. So he did the Mikal Bridges. I missed that,
Bridges
man.
Start laughing.
I know Mikal, man. Mikal cost me a little something. And I was like, I didn't know Murray did that though. All right, well, fuck.
He on that whole list too.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. I missed that, man. I must have been in Zombie Land in San Antonio or something. But yeah, man. This game, another man. What the fuck we gonna do with this game? What the fuck you want me to do with this game? God damn it, back with it here. Another one, man. I'm sorry.
All right,
Wham.
How about you, Portland, San Antonio?
Yeah, I don't have anything on this game, but got to be DeJounte Murray, man. 14 games. He's hit this 24.5 points 10 times, bro. Like you said, bro, 28th ranked defense, bro. Give me DeJounte Murray if anything, man, if I'm doing anything on this shit.
All right, Minnesota, Denver. Next up, we've got the Nuggets, 3-point home favorites, 242 the total. I mean, I do like the over. Don't get me wrong here, but I mean, it was 233.5 and it's 242 now. I mean, you're getting the ass end of the line, as Skee often says, with this number now. But I still lean over. It's just you've lost so much of the value. If you haven't bet it yet, it should get there though. Both of these teams we know have been pretty good offensively, and I think both of them going to have more success in that regard tonight. As far as the spot goes for Denver, they're off the back-to-back road games against Charlotte and Indiana. Won them both. Minnesota kind of struggling this week, drilled by both Boston and Toronto in back-to-back road losses. So don't really have an opinion on the side here. I would stick to the over, but again, you're talking about now 242, and it is definitely a very high number now. But I understand completely why we've seen a huge, huge move toward the over in this game. It definitely makes some sense that it's gone that way. What do you think here, Wham? Minnesota, Denver.
Yeah, I love the matchup here for these two teams. I think Minnesota does have the advantage with a lot more athletic guys than what Denver has. They have more skilled players, but the athleticism I think is going to show in this game. I think the last two meetings showed that kind of is the case. They did win and cover Timberwolves so far this year. So going against this team, they're battling for playoff seeding as well. I think they're gonna have to hold it down tonight. I did take the Minnesota Timberwolves at +2.5. I do expect them to come out here and win. So I will. I am probably thinking about taking a stab on the money line as well. Maybe just a half unit on the money line as well, just to to give myself a little bit extra boost there. Not going to be a best bet for me for sure in this game, but I do like the Timberwolves here. I think it is going to be more of a grind out game, playoff atmosphere. And I think they're going to have the guys showing up a little bit more. I think D'Lo plays a lot better than what he's been doing. He's the reason for them to lose those last 2 games. If he's not assisting the ball, giving these guys the, if he's not distributing the ball, it's going to be hard for them. They don't really have other point guard besides him. So I expect him to ball out today. And I do like Cat to ball out again against another top tier big. You already seen him play against him. Go up for him in this matchup. I expect him to do the same thing today. So give me the Timberwolves +2.5. That's the official bet for me.
Yeah, and they played each other 3 times. Denver won the first meeting, but only by 2, and Minnesota beat Denver in the last 2 head-to-head meetings this season. So Denver showed no ability to beat Minnesota by margin. So I understand why some people are liking Minnesota a little bit here, plus the points tonight. Dutch, what about you here? Timberwolves, Nuggets.
Yeah, shout out to our guy JB Brown, coin. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't have as much trust in the Wolves as Bobano and my guy Wham Bam does tonight. So I really don't. I know some sharp cats on the Wolves tonight, like yourselves, and a couple other cats I respect as well, like the Wolves. And if you got the 4, I mean, that's pretty good number 2 as well when it was first out. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think Cat will do his thing. Someone in the chat as well as Wham did like the points. I believe I definitely like Towns will do his thing because Joker, my one notch on him is from a defensive perspective. I believe he's very kind of below average, I would say, on the defensive end. I'll take it easy on my guy, but I believe on the other end though he gonna bust Cat's ass though. So points, rebounds, and assists with Joker. I believe you could load up on both of the big guys. But look for Barton, look for Aaron Gordon to be some big pieces tonight. I think if these 2 guys can step up and just play with Edwards and these boys, then I think Denver will get it done at the house. So it's not nothing I'm going to make official. Probably look a little more first half if you do like Denver, because we know they tend to slow down, especially on the offensive end in this 3rd and 4th quarter. But yeah, man, I don't really trust the Minnesota Timberwolves to go into Denver and beat them. So I would look to bet props on the 2 big boys and Denver first half.
There you go. Some props and also Denver first half for Dutch in that one. Skee, how about you? Minnesota, Denver.
Yeah, and I looked at this game yesterday, and my first thought is, first half over, full game over. But wake up, shit is moved 9 points already. So like I always say, I'm not getting the ass into the line. I'm not doing it. I look back at the first half, 125.5. That's steep, bro. First half. I know these teams are great over teams, but in the last 10 games, they combined to only average 120. So I would be probably playing under 125.5 in the first half if I'm playing this game at the moment.
All right, final game here. An intriguing one, believe it or not. New Orleans Pelicans, LA Lakers. Pelicans, 1-point road favorites, 230 the total in this game. Rumblings of an Anthony Davis return. Here he comes to save the day. I guess that's what Lakers fans are hoping for right now, that he saves the day, saves the season, saves this little run that they put together. He'll save it for about 10 minutes before he gets hurt again. That's probably what's going to end up happening here for the LA Lakers. Look, come on. I mean, let's be honest. That's what's going to end up happening.
Fucking savage.
It always happens. Yeah. That's probably what's going to end up happening here. But no, he is expected to return. And obviously, and Skee's been bang on from day one saying the Lakers will not play defense without Anthony Davis, and they haven't played defense without Anthony Davis. So you got to think he's going to help them in that regard. We'll see if the rumors are indeed true. Now, it's not confirmed. We're going to have to find out closer to opening tip-off whether he's going to play. But there is rumblings that he might be in. And LeBron, of course, didn't play last night against Utah, but it probably will give it a go tonight for this one against the Pelicans, who, by the way, when it comes to the Pelicans, I like what I've seen from them, in recent games. This New Orleans team, they've won 5 of their last 7 games. San Antonio, Atlanta, Chicago, They already beat the Lakers 116-108 just recently. 117-107. They beat Portland in their last game. CJ McCollum's been a nice fit here with the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm still tempted to take the Pelicans. I'll be quite honest. I mean, even with AD possibly coming back, even with LeBron playing, I still don't think if this is the magic cure-all that people think it might be. I know there's still some Laker fans that are in dreamland right now thinking, here comes AD. We're going to get in the play-in or the playoffs, get in the play-in, win the play-in, going to upset Phoenix in that first round. Look out. And then the Lakers are right back in the title picture in the NBA. But I just don't see it happening personally. Again, let's see how good he is, on the court tonight, too, for a guy that hasn't played in a while. But, we'll see. But I'm still leaning Pelicans right now. Getting them at a near pick 'em. It feels like there's some value on that side, and I would only look to New Orleans, even with the hype that Anthony Davis might be back for the Lakers tonight in this game. Skee, what do you think here, Pelicans, Lakers?
I think if you like the Pelicans, you might as well just wait, Ian, because the Lakers going to be favorites in this game soon. Anthony Davis is playing, bro. He playing versus the Pelicans, and, it's that time where Lakers really need to make a push, whatever. They already done said he's going to play. He's going to be out there. I think LeBron's going to play too. Last time they played, he was resting before that. Then they knew it was a big game versus the Pelicans. He came back and played. They was whooping their ass for half of the game. And, the second half didn't go the same way. But, hey, and my boy Wham know what I'm talking about. I saved him some money on that game so he could come back and put it on this game today.
Appreciate you.
Lakers, hey, if they care about the playoffs or anything at all, bro, they're going to come and play with some effort tonight. And if I just look at, on paper, I know it hasn't always looked like that this year. I think Lakers are better. Lakers got a winning record at home.
Oh, shit.
Pelicans don't got a winning record on the road. You know what I'm saying? I like the Lakers tonight, bro. I just think you get that.
He's back.
Hey, I ain't bet him in a month. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bet him in a month, but I'm here tonight. God damn it. We're going to get the job done. Money line. Plus 105.
There he is. He's confident. Lakers money line. There we go. He's drinking the Kool-Aid. He's drinking the Anthony Davis Kool-Aid.
It took this
now.
motherfucker to get COVID to get back on the motherfucking Laker train. Oh, my God.
We have to get sick. You have to get sick.
This motherfucker think because AD's ass gonna come back and save the day. Come on, bro. I don't think he's in shape, bro. Like, he look a little overweight to me over there with the fro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think if you like the Lakers, you go early. I think you gotta go early with the Lakers. Real quick, shout out to my guy, our guy Nasty Nate. I see you, my dude. Rocking with them Celtics, I'm sure. But yeah, man, I think I don't know what I think. I think what I think about this game is simple, that the Lakers are gonna come out real fiery early, and then them legs are gonna kick in. Remember, LBJ been out a little bit too, but you can't really doubt him. He'll do his thing, but I think around third, fourth quarter, this motherfucker, AD's ass might be getting a little tired. He just don't look to me like he's ready to rock and roll NBA shape. I think he needs a little bit to get them legs back. But then again, it's like, this is the NBA, bro. Them Lakers. They want the Lakers in the motherfucking play-in game, right? So, I mean, to me, this should be free money with the Pelicans, but there's a reason why I haven't bet it, and that's why. Because, these motherfuckers, there's too much money involved. They want the Lakers, the purple and gold. They want LBJ. I mean, come on, man. They want him at least in the playoff game. So they got to start winning eventually. So I could see why Skee's back on the train. But I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. Believe that. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I can see why you're on the train. I just don't want to hop on that train.
And what I'm hoping is the Lakers come out real hot in that first half, and I get some extreme value on the Pelicans second half. Because what Skee said in that first game, they came out and everything was beautiful. And then what happened in the second half? Reality clicked in. And that's what I pretty much think is going to happen tonight. But if the fuckery is in, then that shit will go the way Skee has planned it, So we'll see.
Hey, yo, you even hear Russell Westbrook, bro. At first, much bullshit as he talking his
interviews. Oh, now you're bringing up him. You reach it now.
Listen. As much bullshit as he talking his interviews, what he said last time, like, he was bullshitting around, but he said, hey, we still got games to play. We still got teams that we got to play that's ahead of us. It ain't over. So Lakers are going to play tonight, man.
Man, right, so you back on that? You're back on the Lakers. You're using Russ as some ammo. Hey, I'm gonna see your ass on Monday. Hey. Remember this shit. Everybody in the chat, remember this motherfucking shit. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, for everybody give me
You
shit in
know,
the chat. They say I'm betting with my heart. I ain't even touched these. I ain't even talked about them. I come on the show
nah,
and don't even talk about them for like a month.
nah, I know. Hey, but hey, we haven't seen you since Wednesday too, and we was all on your ass about Miami against Boston, and you won outright, just like you said. So hey, I'll give you
Yeah.
props for that. But I don't know about this one,
That's
motherfucker.
right.
We'll see. We will see.
Nah, that was a hell of a call with the Boston
Yeah,
Miami.
we give
Hell
you
of a
props
call.
on that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
definitely.
But I
Go
mean,
ahead,
come on,
man.
y'all already know where I'm going. I switched the background. Y'all know when the background come. We've been here. I'm not
It's
bringing the
only right.
background out. I'm not bringing the background out unless I'm really endorsing this play. Come on, man. 80's back. We going under 230.5. No question. Last 3 meetings, it's went under as well. 80 be back. They playing a little bit better defense. Now, the last time 80 played, he was playing with fucking Ariza, playing with Gabriel and shit. And not Gabriel, I'm sorry, but fucking the Ellington guy. Like all these guys that don't play, no fucking defense, no effort. You're gonna get Wayne Gabriel out there. You're gonna get your guy, the new kid, Stanley Johnson, who hasn't played really that much with AD yet. You get all these guys that's gonna be competing, bro. That's the difference. You got the Lakers playing actual competing basketball. They still been losing because they can't score. They probably would have beat the damn Utah Jazz the other day. I mean, yesterday, if they just had some offensive fucking talent out there on the floor, because Utah Jazz defense stinks ass as well. So I think it's going to be for sure under game here. And I do like my looks here with AD. I think AD comes in, his points is not going to be set right where it's going to need to be. I think AD comes off hot. I think LeBron comes off hot. Last time LeBron played with AD, he had 3-point makes. If we see anything at plus money over 2.5 for LeBron, I'm going to take that as well. I think it's going to be a hell of a night for the Lakers. And this is what they did for us all year, bro. They did this shit all year just for them to slap us in the face and say, yep, we're back. And we did it like this. And I seen this shit coming, and it's time to pounce on that shit. Like my guy said, if you like the Pelicans, don't take them now, bro. This is only time for take the Lakers. Once these guys get announced in, they will be favorites here. So give me the Lakers, man. I'm right there with my guy. Money line. Easy sign, bro. Let's get it, bro. I put the background for a reason. These guys haven't played together. Let's keep going, bro.
The Lakers fans are back on the belief wagon, at least for one night here, with the Pelicans and the Lakers tonight. We'll see how it goes in the impending return
Captain
of
AD.
Anthony Davis here for the Lakers tonight. All right, great show. Great to wrap up the week on a Friday with Skee, with Dutch, with Wham. As always, 293 live viewers on YouTube. Hit the like button. Make sure you do that if you haven't done so already. We'll wrap things up with best bets, Dutch's freshest look, coming right up. Southtown 101, we're great hospitality all week in San Antonio. Our version of Cheers. Everybody knows your name. That's what we're at Southtown 101 for the past week. But great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke as well. Southtown 101, San Antonio, Texas. Manscaped, promo code Pub Sports, 20% off your purchase, Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, 20% off with promo code Pub Sports. MyBookie.ag, NBA, college basketball, Final Four, NHL, UFC, MLB starts next week. Sign up for an account, mybookie.ag. Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit as well. Mybookie.ag, promo code Pub Sports. All right, best bets and Dutch's freshest look to wrap up the show. Wham, we'll start with you. What do you like for best bet?
All right, look,
Muted, my
there
guy.
it is. There it is.
There
There
you
it
go,
is. I'm
there you
trying to
go.
make sure. There it is. So, I mean, I threw the background up, so it's only right that we're going to do the lake show. But I know some of y'all don't trust us, so we're going to leave it there. But we're going to let you know this is the confident bet that I made. Lake show, money line. But here, I'm going to get a little espresso going. No Reggie Jackson, no Paul George, none of those guys out there. We're going to Amir Coffee over 18.5 points at plus 133 and a lake show, money line. Let's get it, man.
All right,
Muted.
there we go. Best bet for Wham right there. All right, Skee, we'll go to you. What do you like? Best bet.
Hey, shout out my boy Kenny Rogers. He said he'd dunk on you in his cowboy boots. He be wearing them cowboy boots too, no matter how hot it is. And you know what I'm saying? That's my boy though. But we're not on with the Laker train tonight. You know, I like the games. Everybody else don't like. We came up here last time we talked about Miami. Hey, I'm gonna still love something from my boy Dutch. Lakers getting the job done tonight, boy. Believe it. Lakers money line plus 105.
All right.
Better
Lakers
believe
money
it,
line
baby.
for Skee with his best bet. All right, Dutch, precious look.
Man, oh man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't got a freshest look. Hey, Top Set, Memphis money line. He likes it, but our guy Top Set, met him out there at Southtown 101. Beautiful guy, my guy. Run it up too. Beautiful poker player, man. Does a fucking awesome job on the felt. But yeah, man, I don't got a freshest look. I wish I did, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The only game I bet was the Clippers 8.5, and that shit has dropped way too low. So, but I probably will be on the Pelicanos. All this motherfucking Laker love makes me just want to bet the Pelicanos, man. So stick around.
Don't
Follow
do
me
it.
on Twitter, and I'll probably bet the Pelicanos a little later in the night. I'm telling you, man, all this love on the Lakers is, I don't know what y'all liking.
Believe it.
All right, there we go. For Dutch there.
I don't want y'all to lose, so
No.
you know what I mean? I really don't, but all the Laker love makes me feel like, man, maybe me and Bobano should be on these motherfucking Pelicanos.
Well, it's never too late. I might look into it closer to a tip-off. But for my best bet, we're going to go Sacramento, Houston over 234. Went over the first time. I think it goes over again here tonight. Kings, Rockets over 234 for my best bet. That'll wrap it up. We've got net profit, college basketball. Connor Maxwell Smart, they'll get you ready for the Final Four. Kansas, Villanova, North Kakalaki, and Duke tomorrow. They'll tee up those two games coming up next right here on Pub Sports Radio. We'll be back with you on Monday for a brand new week here on the NBA Pub Hub, 4 p.m. Eastern. So join us then for Skee, for Dutch, for Wham. I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Friday night and a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific for another edition of the NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man, you know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, salute to the real ones. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
Good shit, fellas. Good shit.
There we go. Good stuff.
We still live,
Give me
right?
up
We
this
still